Hey guys, it's me, Reality. It's it's been I guess a year. Um the last time there's been a proper conversation, the video is now privated, and it was after I graduated high school. A lot has changed in the year. Um More than I expected, whether that's good or bad. Um I'm kind of just I guess living life right now. I guess I'm very lost. Um, I'm doing well in school. Um, I think it's just I don't fully know what I necessarily want to do. There's a lot of different things I would like to do. Um, if you notice, this channel is just kind of turned to like a music channel. I've always wanted to do music since I was a kid. I don't know anything about music, so I'm really just like fucking around until I find out. Um, it's just always something I've been interested in. Um, I know most of you don't know about my order videos or, really anything but music, honestly. You may not even know. Um, this channel has existed since 2015. I've uploaded since 2015. I've uploaded since I was 10. I'm now 19 years old. Almost half my life has been on YouTube. That's um that's crazy to think about. That is crazy to think about. Um Things are so much different. I mean, I was looking through some old videos, even pre-COVID to like a year later. I was so much different, and I I've thought about unprivating certain videos. You know, obviously, I don't want to unprivate all the videos uploaded in 2015 to like 2018, 2019. Um, because literally I have like 500 videos I uploaded. I used to upload like just like 10 videos a day. I just fuck around. Um, I don't think those will ever see the light of day again, unless maybe some lost media fucking person comes to me. But I'm never gonna get that popular. So, but it's maybe I want those videos to stay hidden. Um, cause yeah, they are pretty I guess cringe. Um, for one, I'm just playing through Epilogue Chapter One. I've already played through this before. This is VR chat PC only one, but I thought this would be great background for having a little discussion. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. Um, could be an hour long, could be 10 minutes. I don't know. Depends how long I want to keep rambling. I just want to sit down, have a little conversation, talk about life. Because I feel that's something that's rare nowadays. You know, getting to have a conversation with someone. You know, I don't know why I turned that up because I have my desktop audio set to nothing. Maybe I might. I don't want it to be too loud. Keep it at that. Um, identities, but yeah, it feels like nowadays we can't. Oh, I'm not sneezing. It feels like nowadays we can't have proper conversations. You know, it it feels like everyone's just so divided one way or another. And I mean, even if like two people see this video, I hope maybe I can voice my concern in being. I think I represent the majority of people when it's like we are just divided, and all you see over social media is just how divided we are. But it's like, why do we why do we hate so much? You know, we're all human. Why do we hate each other? That's something I never really understood as a kid. I don't understand too much now. I mean, I have a better idea as to why. Especially, I'm not going to get political because that's not my, that's not, I guess, my area of expertise. But with this election year, it's just, I've noticed so much more polarizing opinions. And obviously, I'm from the U.S., so my experience is a lot different than maybe somebody from another country. It's just really weird, you know. Um, it's everything's really weird, you know. I was watching this video, and it's like your 20s are where you gonna feel very lost, and that's where you kind of set up your belief system. Um, I'm I guess scared of what life is gonna bring me, and yeah, it's there's the thing that I guess hate is if I say one thing it alienates another audience, but then if I say something then it alienates that audience that I didn't alienate in the first place. Um so it feels like really the only person who listens to me is myself. I feel unheard a lot of the times because my opinions are unpopular. They're not normal, I guess. Um, Not that they're bad. Obviously I'm in my own head. I don't think they're bad. Um, but it's just weird. Life is weird. People are weird. I'm weird. Everyone's weird. Um, I've I guess I'll say this now. I've this may seem like it's coming out of left field, but I guess I'm just rambling now. Um, I think I'm trans. Um, Weird conclusion, I guess, to come to. A conclusion that at the start I didn't like. I hated, because I know the type of response that gets in today's world. Unfortunately, it doesn't help that I live in one of the worst states for that stuff. Um, I sometimes feel alone in that regard. And that's why I also play so much VR chat because I get to find a lot of people like me. Yeah, it's like I don't know what I am, you know, and whether you believe in being trans or just somebody who thinks they're weirdos, I think it's important to hear people out sometimes because you do hear the loud minority that doesn't represent um, what trans people are. And I am bisexual. I have a boyfriend I've had for many years now, and I used to be really homophobic, and I think on some level it takes guts to say I used to if my past self saw my current self, I think I'd make fun of myself. um, it's not that I was raised to hate gay people. My parents aren't like that. It's that in school I was raised that way. The environment of those kids, and it's weird. I also loved watching commentary YouTubers as a kid, and I grew into this very cynical way of thinking that I don't regret because if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't have the mindset that I do now. But I was very cynical back then, you know, and honestly, this game right here, VR chat, has helped me to open my mind some more. It sounds very stupid to say that a game could have this much of an impact on me, but it has. And I don't know if this resonates with anyone, but think of a game that has changed your life. Maybe you haven't found that game yet. Maybe you're still looking for the next game that's going to do the same thing that that first game did for you. But this is the game that changed my life. I've been playing since 2021. It's not like I've been playing too terribly long, but probably about 3 years. And I played this game on my Quest 2 when I got it for Christmas. I think VR in this game is interesting. It's not necessarily real, but it's like this weird in between, you know. Um, I probably sound clinically and mentally online, mentally ill for saying that, but I don't know how else to, I guess, describe it. And I've seen so much playing this game, and I feel like it's kind of, you know, desensitized is not the right word, but like I've grown used to it, and I will say this game was the reason why I thought about what if I'm trans? I thought that was bad. I thought you had to know you were trans all along. All along, I knew I wanted to be trans. After doing a lot of research, so that's not how the real world works. You don't, you know, just like you don't wake up one day and magically become the gender you want to be. You don't wake up from birth knowing the answers, knowing why things feel wrong. You never understand why things feel wrong until it's explained to you. Um, I'm not saying this is the reason why things felt wrong when I was a kid, but it explains certain aspects of my life. Yeah, I've thought about this for a year now. Um, I'm still thinking through it. You know, it's not a it's not an easy decision. It's not, despite what people may say or think, it's not a decision you make on a whim. Um, and it's, coming to the realization as well. It's also just like I have to I have to tell people. That's the that's the scary part. Now I've obviously been open with my partner, and he accepts me. I'm glad. All my childhood, I thought I'd be alone forever. I'm glad I at least have one person by my side. Um, I've told my friends, IRL friends. Um, they also thankfully support me. I think the good thing about having a closed off friend group or a small circle is you tend to keep the people around you who not necessarily think like you, but in my case, have interests and perspectives that I clinged on to. And while none of my friends or my partner are me, I think their mindset or their mindsets are interesting. And that's why they are my best friends or my partner, you know? Um, Maybe I think too deeply into things. This video might be an example of that, but it's fun to think deeply about things. I've um I've always thought deeply about things ever since I was a kid. I think originally, what I wanted to do with this channel, I wanted to create a gaming channel. I think later on though, I just wanted to document my life. And while those videos, going back to those videos, it may not necessarily like they may never resurface the older videos, but I will never delete them because I have a time capsule from when I was like 10 or 11 to now. And I like that. Now it's weird. Um, mm, um, I think just the first few questions I asked is like, I think the first main question I asked is like, if I'm trans, then why did this not come up before? And I had to really dig deep into this because, you know, and I learned it's not that it didn't come up before, it's that I made it not come up, or because of how I saw things, I didn't view it in the way that I do now. You know, ever since a kid, I've always thought, what it would be like to, be the opposite gender. I always thought, it would be better. And I guess in my mind, because, I'm the only one, it's not like I can see what everyone else thinks. I just thought that was normal. That's what everyone else thinks. Um, I mean, maybe to a certain extent, maybe somebody might have that thought for a second, but it reappeared a lot in my mind. Um, and I think one of the hardest things for me to, I guess, overcome is like just the thought that, like, what if it's like a fetish, or what if it's something like that? Um, which Yeah, people don't necessarily talk about this a lot. I mean, I guess people come out as being trans, or and stuff like that a lot, but it's like not a lot, but that's what you hear about them coming out, but you never hear like the doubt. I mean, there's always going to be doubt. Um, I think even if I were to start HRT, stuff like that, it's not like the doubt would go away. I mean, I doubt, not even that. I doubt a lot of things every day. Um, I'm a person who doubts. I think that's why it's so hard for me to reach a conclusion, because no matter what, whether I come to the conclusion I'm not, whether I come to the conclusion I am, either way, I'm gonna have doubts. And so I think what I'm gonna try to do is what I've been trying to do is I'm just taking the risk, because I don't want to end up regretting it later. And so why not take the leap of faith? And if it's not something I want, then it's not something I want. But life is weird. Um, I mean, um, I don't. No, I mean, it's a very complicated topic. I think going off that for now, going back to I just feel lost. It's not even just my gender identity. It's just in general. I guess all around, I feel lost. Um, I think every day, am I making the right decision? Um, in all aspects. It's I do get depressed here and there. I have been diagnosed with depression, but it's not nearly as bad as how it was when I was a few years ago. Um, so it's not like I'm necessarily always depressed. It's more just like I don't know what's happening. You know, it's um, it's not like I'm necessarily sad, but I'm just confused. I'm so confused that I start break down and crying because of how confused and lost I am. It's not. I guess I wouldn't say it's depression. It's just like fear. And as much as I, like to maybe say I am not fearful, as much as we like to say we're not fearful, we are. it's natural to feel fear. I don't think you should hate yourself over it. Just know it exists and try your best to overcome that fear. Sometimes fear is good, too much of it can be bad, but we all have fears. Say you don't, you're lying to yourself. I feel. Um, things are scary, especially in a world that's so polarizing. It's scary. I think that's why I've started to release music a lot, even though it's not good, even though it may not be the best. It's a way for me to vent my thoughts and how I'm feeling. It could be very deep and depressing, or it could just be very light, sleep. Um, just depends on how I'm feeling. And so it's it's that's the reason why. It's just a way for me to vent. You know, I've been writing lyrics to myself since like 2020. When COVID hit, me writing lyrics was my way of coping. It was one of the few non-destructive habits I picked up during that time, and I never did music till recently. But I want to get my emotions across. You know, I think the thing that's holding me back from making deep lyrics is just time, and also I want to get really good at music before I start incorporating really deep lyrics. Because I like to think I can come up with good lyrics, and I have a few songs that I've already worked on that have really nice lyrics. It's just the sound I want it to sound a certain way. Um, I want it to sound like how I feel. That's really hard. That's really hard. Um, things are things are things are weird. Things are weird right now. Hopefully, they'll make more sense in the next few years. Now, I guess if last video was the video right after I graduated, I guess you could say this is the video right before I get my AA. So this is the last semester before I get my AA. It's crazy how it's already been that long, but granted, I'm getting it a little bit earlier than others. So I took some college classes in high school, but I'm getting my AA at the end of this year, and it's also weird to think about. Then I'll go for my bachelor's, and then probably after that, I'll try to find a job, and I think that'd be really weird when I'm actually out of school, and it's I was in like literally like fourth or fifth grade when I started this channel. It's it's really, you know, when I first started this channel in my kid mind, I was like, that's so far in the future, and it's like, whoa, old man, the future is now. It's I don't know how exactly the saying goes, but it's it's I wouldn't say I'm old, but life speeds up. Life speeds up. Life is weird. Um, especially since the world that's going on right now is not the not the world um, that I grew up in. If I was 19 in the year I was born, completely different experience than if I'm 19 now. Even if I was, 19 in like 2019, for example, it'd be a lot different. You know, it's I want to rant more, but I guess maybe cut it short soon. So let's go take a little bit to upload this. I'm not going to edit. This is just meant to be like a little talk. It's maybe if this does well, if there's feedback, I'll continue. But I think doing this every once in a while might be good. Just talk about random life events. Just talk about life. I um I want to make this channel as personal as it can be, without overstepping boundaries. I want this channel to be a place where people can go to just relax and feel heard. Because that's something I used to do a lot. Just find random YouTube videos from random people, and it's like I want to feel heard, and I feel a lot of other people want to feel heard right now. Um, Especially since we're in a political year, the world is confusing, and it's mine, and I'm sure it's a lot of other people's, of my generation's first time voting as well. And I know not everyone in our generation is voting. I mean, I don't blame them to an extent. But yeah, the world's confusing right now. Um, no one ever figures out fully what they're doing, or what to do. But it's I feel I'm doing the best with what I have. And if there's one thing maybe you should take away is start looking at your life now. Start looking, just like how you're unconscious, how you're breathing right now, but you're not paying attention. Pay attention to how you breathe, just like pay attention to life. Don't just go through life aimlessly, just wandering through. I feel like that's what I was doing for the longest time. I've wanted to try to take a more active role in life, because it doesn't matter what you're going through. The only person that can change is you. You got to be the one to help yourself get better. Yeah, there's friends, but you can't rely on people. The person you should rely on is yourself. You will always have the ability to change yourself. So it doesn't matter how fucked up you think things are, how you know terrible things have already gone, how maybe you think it's useless. If you even take a small bit of action tomorrow, you're doing better than a lot of other people right now. And so maybe do that. Take take a tiny step, be like an inch, you know, or whatever that is in centimeters. I don't fucking know. But just take a tiny step, tomorrow towards what you want to do with your life. Whether that be thinking about it or actually actively taking that step. If That's what I'm doing right now. I'm working towards my goals. My goals may shift. My goals may change. My goals may disappear, but I'll find new goals. I'll change goals. Maybe some goals will stay the same, and maybe I'll achieve them one day. Goals aren't constant. There can be multiple goals. Goals are weird. Your perspective may change your goals as well. So don't stick to one thing, and if that thing fails, then it's only gonna hurt. So I would say, yeah, just work on yourself, and if you can work on yourself and improve yourself, no matter what happens, no matter how hard it may be, if you learn to love yourself, you can overcome it. I know loving oneself is hard. I think I'm not, you know, maybe I'm a little hypocritical, and to a certain extent, we're all hypocritical. I don't fully love myself, um, but I love myself a lot more than I did in the past. I'm still striving to get better in that regard as well. So I guess another thing that may help is I'm struggling as well. Everyone's struggling. No one knows what they're doing, and maybe there's anxiety in that thought. Maybe there's comfort in that thought. Take that how you will, but everyone is probably just as lost and confused as you are. Um, I feel like I'll be the first one to admit I am lost. Um, I am lost. Um, but you know, it doesn't always have to be that way. And I think just like how I'm lost right now, you know, if you actively try to search for a way to be found, I think you'll be found. And yeah, hopefully get out of being lost. Um, but that's it for now. Um, I guess you hope you enjoyed this little talk, little chat. You can take this as one on one. You take this as a random, fucking weirdo stranger talking to you. But um, yeah, life is weird. Make the most out of it, because you only get this weird experience once. Um, Even if reincarnation does exist, you still only live this type of life once. So don't take it for granted. Start changing your life now. Thanks for watching.